Hey, what's going on, everybody? Swish here. Just doing another video, and something I just wanted to share with you guys that just felt like sharing. And I did a video a while back about SHTF and about being hidden in plain sight, reconnaissance, and all these things. And I see a lot of videos out there. Get home bags. What happens in an SHTF scenario, and I have to get home, and what to take with me and stuff like that. And I wanted to just share with you today what I have, kind of a kit that I put together, and it's a little bit different than what everybody, or what at least I've seen other people have carried with them. So I just wanted to share that with you guys today because, and this is just again, this is what I carry, and this is based on my situation and where I'm at. And it's a technique or a way, something you could do. And it can be used not just for SHTF, but also as a last-ditch item in other situations, survival. And I kind of took the cue from the Altoids tin survival, because one thing that I have kind of talked about in these scenarios, SHTF, whatever that is I believe, in my opinion, that you want to be as inconspicuous as possible. And I've seen people with their get home bags, and they've said things like, you don't want to have like a military bag or anything like that. And I thought I wanted to take that a step further, because I thought, in that kind of scenario, depending on what it is, I think anybody, this is just my opinion, anybody who has a bag on them would be susceptible to being, not necessarily drawing attention to themselves, but it's like, well, that person's got a bag on them. Might not be a military style bag. And so I thought, well, how can I carry items I need to get home to my family in an SHTF scenario and be as inconspicuous as possible? And I thought, without an actual bag. Now, some people are going to think this is controversial, so I'm looking forward to what your comments are. I welcome criticism. I welcome anything. If you think I'm wrong, tell me. This, again, this is just a technique. This is just, or a different way. It's not the way. And I came up with a pocket get-home kit with just some things that I'll share with you. And again, this is based on my situation. Okay, where I work is an 1 hour and 40-minute drive from my home. And a lot of people are saying, why? Well, I could get into that, but I'm not going to. And I have taken many different routes to get to work and home, which is great to do. One, to do reconnaissance of what's there. And so this is based on that information that I've gathered. So when in your comments, I would just say, don't make any assumptions, okay? This is put together based on what I've seen on my, if I had a vehicle breakdown, it's SHTF, now I need to be on foot getting home. So this is the kit that I have. You can see it's very small. Okay, in my cargo pocket, I always wear shorts and pants that have cargo pockets and everything. And this can be hidden, and I don't have a bag, and I'm less conspicuous. But before I get into this kit, I think we often take for granted on our pockets. What do we carry on us that's not in here? We often associate what's everything in here, and this is all I need. So I'm going to show you what I have in my pockets. I've got it all here out on the table to show you what I carry in my pockets to help facilitate this. So when you say, why isn't this in here? Well, it's because it's in my pocket. Okay. The first thing I'm going to show you that I always carry, and I love this thing. Thanks, babe, for getting me this, by the way. Love you. The Victorinox Ranger Grip. I carry this with me wherever I go. It's got the blade, it's got the saw, it's got the bottle opener, the can opener. It's got, the corkscrew. It's got the awl. It's got tweezers and a toothpick. So this is just such a great piece to have, with you. I carry this with me. And I also carry this small blade as well. This is a cheap little, something on it, cheap little Walmart knife that I actually love. It's from Sheffield. Never heard of the company, but this thing, I've had this for years, and I love this little tiny little thing. It's great. So that's what I carry in my pockets. Another thing I always carry with me is a bandana. Notice that it's red. So if I have to signal, I can maybe use this to signal or something, wherever I'm at, It's 100% cotton, so I can use it for a char cloth. I can use it for, if I get a wound or something like that, I can use it for all kinds of just different things. I can use it as a towel. I can use it as a bandana, put it on my head if I'm sweating. I mean, the possibilities are endless. If I'm doing any kind of navigation or whatever, which we'll get into that in the kit, I can use this to hang on a tree if I have to leave, or if I shoot my azimuth, I have to leave. I can tie this to a tree and walk somewhere else within eyesight of this, come back to it. There's just so many possibilities of things that you can do with a cheap bandana. So that's another thing that I carry in my pocket. One other thing that I carry in my pocket, or conceal carry. Okay. So I have self-defense. Conceal carry, no one can see it. No one knows I'm there. Something else I always carry in my pocket. My tin. And I'll open it. This is a controversial item. I know not a lot of people are going to probably wonder why, but I am a Roman Catholic. My Rosary, it's in here. And the reason why I keep this little bandana in it is because it's in a tin, so the bandana kind of muffles the sound, so it's not rattling in my pocket. But aside from the fact that my Rosary is in here, another reason why I have that in here is because in this kind of situation, I've always believed in, if you're alone, it's always great to tap into divine persons, if you will. I'm not going to get into a religion or anything like that. That's just what I believe, okay? Not trying to preach or anything like that. But not only that, but I have this piece of tin, okay? I can use this piece of tin. I can take my Rosary out and just put it in my pocket. And I can use the cloth in here. I can make char cloth, so I can take this piece of tin and put it over a fire if I need to, make char cloth with it. I can use it. I can use this as a signaling mirror if I really wanted to, if I was trying to, if that was in that situation, needed to rescue, whatever. I can also take my Rosary out and use this to collect things on my way home. If I see something, maybe I want to put it in here. It's a container. It's a small container. So that's what I have on me as well. I also have my wallet. Okay, on my way home are gas stations and all kinds of things, carrying cash. If I want to stop and get some water or something to drink or something like that. Speaking of something to drink, cheers, folks. A little whiskey and Coke there. It's Saturday. So that's what I normally carry in my pockets with me wherever I go, no matter what. So now we'll get into this kit. I'm not going to move the camera and display. I'm just going to pull everything out, show you guys what I have in here, okay? All right, so the first thing I have is an emergency space blanket. Fits right in here, inside the pocket. By the way, here's everything. Here's what it looks like. Here's what the kit looks like inside. Okay, it's just sitting in here. You can do all kinds of stuff. You can wrap yourself up with it. You can make shelters out of it. If it's cold out, wrap yourself up. You can make a kind of a lean-to shelter if you had to, with a fire. It'll help keep you warm or anything. If I need to keep myself warm, if I need to wrap up, it can keep you from getting wet, if it's raining out, whatever the case may be. The difficult thing, this is the con of these, is putting it away in a sense. But this is just if I need this. Because the point is I'm trying to get home. I'm not going to be stopping, building shelters, sleeping for a while. You know, I see a lot of these people with tents and they're sleeping for 9 hours. And man, I'm trying to get home, okay? I'm not sitting here. I'm going to stop and rest just when I need to, maybe catch an hour of sleep. And I'm going to start beating feet because my family's back at home. You know, that's where I need to get to, okay? Which, by the way, I used Google Maps, and it takes me, I think if I had to walk it, it would take me about a day. You know, with breaks, obviously, you know, you're not going to walk straight that distance, an hour and 40-minute drive. You're not going to walk and not stop. You're going to stop. You're going to take breaks and everything. But this is just something to have in case I get cold, in case I get wet, or in case something, whatever the case may be. Space blanket is just a good thing to have. All right, the next thing is this bag. This is a 1 liter bag that I have folded up. I can collect water in it. I can collect other things in it. I mainly use it for water, and I can use this bandana if I need to, because again, on my reconnaissance, on my way home, there are tons of water sources, lakes, ponds, creeks, drainage ditches, well, gas stations with sinks, assuming they're still working. There are so many things that I can fill this up with, drink if I need to, with this container here. So that's great to have. Which leads me to, what else is in the kit here? So I have in here water tablets. I have about 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 of them, because it takes 2 per 1 liter. There are 12 iodine water tablets in here. So if I have to collect somewhere, use the, you know, what to get the sediment, and then use these water tablets, I can disinfect my water and it's safe to drink. You're probably wondering, how did I do this? This is actually, so there's a new drink out there called boba the kids are into, and this was a boba straw. It's actually a thicker straw, and what I did was I cut that and I burned the ends. Well, I burned this end first, took a pair of needle nose pliers, clipped it, and then filled it, and then burned this end, clipped it, so it's waterproof. Okay, nothing's getting in here. I learned this hack from Andrew at Ranger Field Craft and Survival. He did a video where he showed how to have these things in kind of a tin survival, which is kind of what this is based off of, except it's not tin, obviously. So I have that. And for kind of comfort, I also brought the pH balance tablets, and I have it labeled, you see. I have WT for water tablets, PHT, pH balance tablets, just to kind of get that iodine out of there. So that's what I have. That kind of goes with this container. Which leads me to the next items that I have in here. What I have here in this is the same straw. I have 2, it says Tinder. I have 2 cotton balls that I put petroleum jelly in, soaked in petroleum jelly. So there's 2 cotton balls in here for tinder, in case I need to make a fire, start a fire, whatever the case may be. So that's what this is, tinder. So we have fire starting material in case I have to stop somewhere in the woods. There's a lot of woods areas on my way home. That's something I did, which, by the way, guys, if you're doing your get home things, especially if you're an everyday, do a little reconnaissance. What's on my way home? You know, even if you're going on a long trip, you know, map it out. What's on my way home? Build your kit according to that. So a lot of woods areas for me to gather fire if I need to do so. Which brings me to the next point. A mini Bic lighter with Gorilla tape wrapped around it. Gorilla tape is also a flame extender as well. I can use this in case I get cut. I can wrap my cuts up, stuff like that. I can, if I have to repair piece of gear or whatever. But it's just some tape that's good to have, you know, and I use the lighter to wrap it around. And one thing I love about the lighter, instant flame. And I know a lot of people are saying one thing I don't have in here is a ferro rod. Why not a ferro rod? Well, here's the thing. If I run out of fluid, one, if this thing gets wet, you can rescue these lighters. I've done it at survival courses, you know, boom, it works again, okay? The other thing is I have a ferro rod in this lighter. It is right here, okay? With the tinder, can light it because of the petroleum jelly that's on here. So even if I don't get an instant flame, which I have now, took two, I can still just use the spark on the cotton balls with that. All right, next item here, I have just a little button compass. It's actually a wristwatch compass. It still actually points north. It's still good just in case I need to get a cardinal direction, know where I'm at, know which way I'm going. I know where my place of work is. I know where it is in correspondence to my home. So if I don't have a map, I know that I have to at least head southeast. Plus I know the routes. You know, I've gone this route so many times, you know, but any other situation, whatever the case may be, it's always good to have a compass, someplace to, or something to, you know, direct, which by the way, I also have on me all the time, my Garmin Instinct, which also has a compass. It can give me a grid location, stuff like that, provided I have it fully charged. That's one thing that I did forget to mention is on me. And the last item that I have in this kit, I actually just picked this up today. My family and I went to a place called Putt Putt Golf and Games, and we did some miniature golf, went inside, played video games, won a bunch of tickets. And I saw this, I thought, oh, I gotta add this, this is really cool. In case I'm somewhere and it gets dark out. I picked this up. This is a really cool piece of kit. It is a solar charged flashlight. As you can see, it's pretty bright. In case I need to see at night, you know, and if I don't have to worry about batteries, it's got a solar charge on it, which is really cool. I saw that. It was 200 tickets, you know. My son had gotten everything he wanted, and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna take these tickets. I thought this is pretty cool. I've never seen this before, but it is solar charged. And so I can just kind of hold this out during the day when I'm moving, let it charge up. If I need to see, if it gets dark out, you know, I can see at night and all of those things. So that's pretty much everything that's in the kit. You know, well, there's one other thing. You know, if I didn't have my rosary, if I lost my rosary, this is something that came with my rosary. It is actually what's called just a ring rosary, you know. Just kind of an item to have for, you know, a morale booster. You know, like I said, when you're alone, you're maybe, you know, you're kidding yourself if you think that you're not going to maybe have a little fear. What's wrong with my family? What's this? You know, tapping into God, tapping into the divine, praying for them, giving you that sense of security, almost, if you will, helping you, especially with your morale. You know, you're in a situation where you know, everything's hitting the fan, everything's bad. You know, you have to find something positive. So this helps along with my rosary. It's just, you know, it's tiny, it fits in the kit. But that's everything that I have in my kit, guys. And just thought I would share that with you. You know, I'm not against get home bags. That's not, it wasn't this video wasn't about me saying, you know, get rid of the go bag. You know, if that's what you want to have, that's fine. I do have a bag with me. My laptop is in. But this could be maybe a last-ditch item. Maybe something happened to your bag, you know, in that scenario. Someone stole it. Maybe your truck blew up and you had this in it. You had to get away from your truck and the bag caught on. I don't know. You could what if it all day long. But I thought this was something cool you could carry in your pocket. I call it my pocket get-home bag, you know. Something that you could just have. Maybe it's a redundancy, whatever it is. And again, guys, this is just a way. It's not the way. And I thought I would show that to you. So looking forward to what you guys have in the comments. If you think there's something I should add or maybe something I should take away. If you think this whole kit is ridiculous and you think I shouldn't use it, okay, whatever the case may be. Hope this helped anybody, or maybe gave them a cool idea of something, whatever. But let me know what you guys think, and appreciate all your comments in there. And look forward to do another video. Don't know when that's going to happen. If you like this video, hit like and subscribe if you want to. If not, keep scrolling. But anyway, hope you guys have a good time. Swish out.